everybody. Welcome back to this week's Peen Pod. My name is Bobby. I am joined here by
Brickashaw.
And fudge.
starting right off, man. How are you guys' days today, man? Happy birthday. Starting right off,
Thank
man.
you.
How was your birthday today?
It was good. Ate some good food. And now I'm here on the best podcast in the world.
Good answer. And how was your birthday? How was your birthday today, man?
Mm, it was good, man. It was pretty good, man. Whole lot of fudge. Look at that little guy. Look at that little guy.
All right, man. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and get right into this. Starting right off. Roto Trade Fudge beats Anti Fudge 143.14 to 101.66. Blah, blah, blah. Bijan and McCaffrey combined for 60. Will Lutz had 16 points kicking. He is the entire offense of the Broncos. Uh, Yanni, why did your player spit on another man? And do you condemn spitting?
Yeah, I actually prepared a statement on behalf of my friend Jamar, Jamarison Jamar, Lamarison Jamar. And what he has to say is that uh, due to gravity, there was a bunch of sweat that had dripped into his mouth. That was not spat in any direction, but a drastic wind had taken over and moved that sweat, which had been caused from him working really, really hard on the football field, like he usually does, into the direction of Jalen Ramsey, and that's kind of just what happened. So he's just going to take a voluntary seat. He's decided this week, so Nate doesn't have to experience the Jamar Chase times, and yeah, we're just going to hang out together and talk things over and see what he's got to say. But I do have a message for Kevin. My law firm thought it was really funny to get me a book called Creative Cursing because they said I don't swear enough at work. And I just flipped to uh, two random words because it has all these random words in it. And Kevin got the words clit glob. So,
I
Kevin,
don't clit clit's a that's just a word. That's a part of the body.
yep. And I've just switched them now. And Kevin is now a granny twister.
Granny's not.
Um,
Okay, so the first one's a noun.
yep.
That's not a swear. No part of that word is a swear.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yep.
Um, but I just wanted him to know that
So I have
because
a hypothetical question here. If
yep.
it was spit, not sweat, um, I think would your client have spit in his face, not on his jersey? I just wondering hypothetically.
Good
Um,
question.
I think Jamar has made it clear to me that he would have rather done a full loogie at
Hmm.
Jalen if it was that. We don't do any spittle in this region. That little spat was obviously a misconception for what really happened.
Hmm.
So I think it's okay, and he's gonna move on with his life. We've at Roto Trade Fudge clinched our buy in retrospect. So we're just gonna take a little seat here and see how things unfold.
To be fair, it was hypothetical, all hypothetical.
It was. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Moving
Yep.
on. Uh, thank you for that, Kevin. Uh, set the lineup, please. Set your lineup. Do not mentally check out on us. Do not eat a bug at your own crib. Moving on. All right, Bugzilla beats Lil Danny Pumpkins 140.2 to 117.22. George Pickens and Trey McBride balled out as HN had 19 points in Spain. At one point, Devon HN went down in his own end zone, and it looked like he was in Spain without the S.
Bane, got it.
Think about that one.
Shane.
Speaking of guys going down, Josh Jacobs with a knee injury for Dan. Who got Emmanuel Wilson?
Not me.
That would be me. Picked him up on Saturday. Just felt right. And there's one last thing here from Dan. It says The Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race. They have greatly increased the life expectancy of those of us who live in advanced countries, but they've destabilized society and have made life unfulfilling. They've subjected human beings to indignities which have led to widespread psychological suffering in third world countries as well. That's a quote from Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. Dan, why is that your team name on Yahoo? Moving on.
I thought that was his bio.
Moving on. All right. 52 Bumbleclot Pussy Wawan Chicken Nuggets takes down bigger fella. 101.22 to 97.74. Woo! Welcome back, Ricky Pearsall. He scored half a point for David. Lamar Jackson with only 6.7 points. 6-7. But the rest of Nate's Ravens combined for 28. Fun fact, Nate actually loves Ravens so much he used to wear this in college. And you might be wondering, why is this? So that's actually Nate's sister. Weird coincidence. This is not Nate in the photo. This is just a random guy wearing this costume. But in the background, you can clearly see that's Nate's sister. And if you look at this image, you might think Nate doesn't have a sister. Well, let's go ahead and enhance. And who is that?
Looks like Nate's sister.
Who is that then, huh? Moving on. Travis Kelce had 19.6, and Shane loses despite a Thursday Night Football Travian 30 bomb. This was a big game in the standings, as Bigger Fella is now 6-5, and 52 Bamba is 5-6. Moving on.
Bigger fella.
Someone else used to speak when I said that. Okay.
Oh, wait. Here. Moving
Yep.
on. There you go.
Moving up. Thank you. Bear beats Unk 127.98 to 98.6. The stolen Josh Allen Funko Pop fought for his true owner as he seeks revenge on Nick. 317 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 40 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, and somehow still threw 2 interceptions. I like to think that this was staring at Nick while that was all happening. Yep. Chase Brown had 15.7 against a good Steelers defense. Eddie Pinheiro with 14 points before hurting his hamstring. And Genty Goddard and Khalil Shakir combined for only 10 points as Bear passed Unk in the standings. Moving on.
I just want it on the record. I'm really excited to see who gets into the 6th place and who gets into the 7th place. No pun intended there. But yeah, sorry guys. Because it's going to be a little tight race going down the wire here. And I could put little Nady to bed this week and tuck him away and go, hope you like your cookies and milk, little guy.
Hold that thought.
And just put him to bed.
I think he's going to bed.
This is the first stage left. This is the first Peen Pod stage left. Hold tight.
Yeah.
Hold
We're not
tight.
moving on. We can't move on. You didn't say the words.
Yep. Then that's cookies and milk.
Cookies and milk.
Here at the Peen Pod, we're very excited to announce the arrival of Mr. Ollie and Mr. Flip. This is his brother is hiding under the couch behind me. He's still a little scared. This is 360 Flip Crooked Grind Cordova. It's his full government name. And his brother is Ollie North Nose Manual Cordova. They are babies, and they are my friends.
Pretty good, guys.
Cool. Moving on. Justin Tucker's Masseuses beats Bears Are Dumb 84.3 to 68.74. Justin in this game had the lowest scoring win of the season which only worked because Noah had the lowest scoring week of the season. Noah, do you care
Yeah.
to talk about this at all?
I would like to say I set a record, you know. So yeah. It doesn't help when your defense scores -2. I'm going to talk to Kevin this week, see if I can figure out how to make my defense not do that. But in all honesty, it's just on to week 16 here.
On to week 16. Um, for Justin, Tyron Tracy had 15. Trey Tucker had 12.7. Flip, I'm gonna have to put you down. Gonna have to put you down. You're kind of freaking out. Trey Tucker had 12.7 with a touchdown last night, and Jalen Waddle had 6.7 points. 6-7. As Noah highlighted, the huge Justin Herbert stack and the Chargers defense combined for 2.34 points for Noah.
Hey, it's
That's
not zero.
that's unbelievable. That's actually unbelievable. Those are three roster spots, one of which is a quarterback, and
Mhm.
they scored 2 points. That's hard to do. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get into the part that everyone loves, the overpriced trophy candidate. This week's overpriced trophy candidate. This fucking season is ass, is what my notes say. It's fudge again. It's always fucking fudge. There's nothing to really talk about. Fudge, you won again. Wow.
It's funny because I've already in my head cleared off a position on my work desk for the trophy, just to lose in the second round of the playoffs after I receive the bye. So it's all going to be fun and games. It's a good time for now. With clinching the bye, I still will not have won a first round game after this season. So that streak continues, and maybe for the better. So that's all right. And you know what? We'll survive. Sorry to Noah and Kev who have clinched Path to Bug permanent. So
I have also never won a playoff game. I've actually never advanced in either of the brackets. I'm kind of just like hanging out, kind of just
ooh,
watching everything happen.
yeah,
Um,
you're like Abe Lincoln.
yeah, I'm a lot like Abe Lincoln.
Yeah,
Exactly like him.
I was actually thinking the other day, I'm kind of like Abe Lincoln.
you're the show. The show ends after the first act.
That's it.
Hey,
Guys, that joke is brought to you by Abe Lincoln being shot in the head. All right, we're gonna.
I'm reading his biography, even though he didn't write it. Uh, it's a 400-page picture book about his life, and I'm learning a lot. And I just want that on the record.
Is that the book about the swears? Is that Abe Lincoln's biography?
Yes.
I'm actually reading Abe Lincoln's biography here. This is Abe Lincoln. This is my new cat. His name is Abe Lincoln's biography. Um, he's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna go
Good.
ahead. We're gonna move on to the path to bug meal. Bears are dumb, kind of
Hmm.
mean. Noah at the lowest score of the year. Well, I don't know. What happened, Noah? I mean, we kind of touched on this a second ago, but
We did, but
yeah,
I'd like to say Stephon Diggs and Mark Andrews didn't get the memo that we were not scoring points until week 16. Um, we're gonna have to look internally, see if they need to be punished. Mark Andrews, I think, was a revenge game for being dropped from Justin, so we might let this one slide. But um, yeah, we're not gonna waste any points until week 16.
right on, right on. That's big stuff. Um, Something I did not say at the beginning of the doc or the beginning of the pod, I should have mentioned, is this Saturday is the trade deadline. A lot of people were asking for the trade deadline to be last week.
Mm,
Lot of good points were made in that conversation. So I felt kind of like, wow.
right.
Yeah,
Right.
where do we stand on the Drake May uh, law?
Drake May Law, remind me of the term.
As Drake May observers and appreciators, we all are just given Drake May as our quarterback, and he's the only quarterback.
And
Um,
and he does
yeah,
not have bye weeks. On the bye
exactly.
weeks, you auto get 30 points.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay. All
The
right.
Drake Maylaw.
It's not a bad idea. Will
Mhm.
Campbell. All right. So we're gonna preview the Peen Pods match of the week. The Week 12 match of the week is Bigger Fella versus Hunk. Both these teams are 6-5. This is a big game with a lot of playoff implications. Hunk coming off a loss, Bigger Fella coming off a loss. I want insert photo of them fighting, like the one where they're like this that we use a lot. Uh it's gonna be probably a pretty good game. A lot of all eyes on that. Who you taking?
Mm. I
Well,
do like bigger fella in the bounce back. Mostly because I think Unky's sliding a little right now. He's trying to find his home. But I'd like to make the bold prediction of the week. Anti Fudge trophy candidate, week 12. You heard it here first. He's
okay.
gonna get the most points, and then he's gonna eat a bug.
Dude, you're
And I think it'll be all redeeming what he does. And it'll be fun. But Anti Fudge trophy candidate, good luck, man. Have fun in Scotland. I know you're going this weekend.
cool. Uh Noah, do you have any bold predictions, either for that matchup or for Anti-Fudge?
Um, my prediction is that, let's see, Jonathan Taylor will not score 4 touchdowns this week.
Mm,
Pretty bold.
that's
Sadly, that's
quite
come
bold.
down to being bold.
That is, yep, that's pretty bold. All right, good take. And we're gonna just go ahead. We're gonna say the waiver wire pickup of the week. Waiver wire pickup of the week is Kaimi Fairbairn, who was accidentally dropped by Nick this morning, and I put him back on his team.
I would like to counter that and say Sean Tucker was the pickup of the week for 21 minutes. Then I dropped him, and then he scored 17 touchdowns in 1 week. So
You got to
we're
taste the
hanging a Sean
fudge.
Tucker banner in the Fudge Corporation.
Cool. It was always Sean Tucker. Um, this cat's really stoked to be on the pod today. He probably knows that he's like, wow, I get to live in the room where the best pod in the world is.
Exactly.
Lucky guy.
Okay. That's all I got. Anyone got anything they want to say? Is there any other thoughts or feelings that people want?
I just want to say congrats to Justin. Keep going. Keep pushing fudge. You know, bring the trophy the same year you brought in Scatterbo and Waddle. That's it. Scatterbo set the culture over there before he left.
Okay. Okay. Uh,
And I'd like to say before I go, hi, Sean. Hi, Nate. Hi, Sean.
you said Sean twice.
And that's all.
Thank you so much for watching. I shouldn't yell. There are 2 cats in here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. This is a really good episode. The cat's looking at me. The cat's looking at me. I love you. I love you, everyone. Have a good day today. Have a good day today. Happy birthday, Noah. Happy birthday, Noah. Happy birthday, Noah.